What's up, everybody? Welcome to Political Fight Club. I'm Robert Durden. In this episode, I'm going to be giving mad props to Briahna Joy Gray for the second time this week. She is got to be one of the best debaters on the left. I got to tell you guys, she's climbing the power rankings. She might even be a number one overall seed next time I do the power rankings in that fashion. It's crazy, man. So over the last couple of months, she has basically been interviewing kind of pseudo-lefties and exposing them for not being on the up and up and not being on the right side of Medicare for All, floor vote. For instance, she ran circles around Noam Chomsky a couple months back on the floor vote issue and exposed that he basically isn't for actually pushing Medicare for All, stuff like that. And I've lost a little bit of respect for him since she exposed him, and I think everybody should, considering he doesn't think Medicare for All was a good strategy. And then recently, she ran circles around Ryan Grim in the same fashion and got him to admit that it was actually a good strategy. And she pressed him on the interview, the softball interview he gave to Pramila Jayapal on that same issue. Like, why didn't you push her on the Medicare for All strategy, the floor vote strategy, where they're withholding their votes from Nancy Pelosi as Speaker of the House? And he was like, yeah, I flubbed it. He actually admitted he was wrong. So add another one to the list. The win streak goes on for Brie Brie. She just uploaded a video with her interviewing Thomas Frank. Now, if you know who Thomas Frank is, he's an author. He's a lefty, kind of, not really. He's somewhere between Bill Maher and Brie Brie. And that's actually what I talked about in the most recent episode with Thomas Frank, is I was talking about when he ran circles around Bill Maher on his show. They were talking about how Clinton was really, really a terrible president when Bill Maher was actually kind of defending Clinton. And Thomas Frank bodied him and was like, no, he was shady for all this, and this. And a lot of people were laughing. Bill Maher seemed amused, but he was getting his ass kicked by Thomas Frank. And Thomas Frank was basically a bulldog, wouldn't laugh, basically was like, no, this is exactly how it is. I'm just like laying it out for you. And how the tides have turned now that he's talking to Briahna Joy Gray in this interview, because now he's the one blushing and laughing, and you can read his mannerisms and his body language plain as day. He just can't handle Briahna Joy Gray. So she pushes him on, again, the Medicare for All strategy, and she also talks mostly about how Biden not coming through on any of his promises and basically having this anemic presidency is going to set up the Democrats for evisceration in the midterms and in the 2024 election. And for a couple of minutes at the beginning, Thomas Frank tries to kind of defend Biden and say he still has the potential to be an FDR-like president. And after she whittles him down and points out all the things that he's doing wrong, at the end, Thomas Frank basically just goes, yeah, he could still be FDR, but do I think he will be? No. Very careful with his words there, because at the beginning of the conversation, he clearly was kind of arguing that he thinks Biden could do this, and then by the end, Briahna has beaten him into a corner so badly that he has to admit, he's like, yeah, I don't think Biden has any chance of doing these things, but he could. Like, these are the things he could do. He's already lost the debate. And that's good, because Thomas Frank is, like I said, much more right than me or Briahna Joy Gray or most other lefty YouTubers I watch. So it's awesome. Briahna, it seems like this is going to be her thing now, and she's great at it. Like, she's so good at going in there and exposing these people. And watch this interview with Thomas Frank. I'll put a link below. She never lets him off the hook, no matter how much he tries to joke and obfuscate and laugh and interject and get her off topic. She never laughs. She just stays focused on exactly the question she was going to ask, because she knows she's got him. She can see by his fidgeting and that she's got him the exact same way Thomas Frank had Bill Maher and did not respond to the audience laughing or anything like that. They know that they've got him at that point. Briahna knew she had Thomas Frank just the same way Thomas Frank knew that he had Bill Maher. So, but this is what happens, guys, and this is the main focus of this video, or what I want you to take away, is that if you are a lefty who follows the rules of Political Fight Club the way that Briahna Joy Gray does better than just about anybody, you keep the debate on topic, you know your shit, you don't let people obfuscate, you don't let people strawman or ad hominem or gaslight, keep them on topic, you can beat anybody. I would love to see what would have happened if Briahna Joy Gray took on Bill Maher. she would have smoked him way worse. Way worse. But see, Thomas Frank knows that he can take on somebody like Maher because he's closer to the center, and he's going to have worse ideology and less principle than even someone like Frank, who's somewhere between Maher and Briahna Joy Gray. But 100 times out of 100, Briahna Joy Gray and Thomas Frank are going to beat Bill Maher. 100 times out of 100, Briahna Joy Gray is going to beat Thomas Frank. And that's what happened here. So you just stick to your lefty principles, be a humanist, stick to the rules of Fight Club, and Briahna does that better than anybody, and she's just laying out people left and right. And I hope that this is the way that she just does her show. Go get interviews with people who are about where she is, but definitely more centrist, so they have a difference in ideology. Corner them and get them to admit where they're being silly, because they are. She's right on everything. That's why she's so easily able to smoke these people. It's just a matter of following the rules of Political Fight Club and knowing your stuff. So I'm going to put the link below. It's about a 15-minute interview. But seriously, watch Thomas Frank's mannerisms and watch how he acts very similarly to what Bill Maher did when he was just on the opposite side of the table and Thomas Frank had him on the ropes. He just tries to laugh his way out and goof and obfuscate, and Briahna just doesn't have it. And she smoked him. So great job, Briahna. You're probably a #1 overall seed in the next power ranking. So bravo. And watch what she does, by the way, you guys. That's a masterclass. She put on a clinic. What she does, that's what I would love everybody to do that's on the left.